All right, yo, fellas, y'all see, man, we're back on the Uncle Demi video. You know, he said this is my point guard build on NBA 2K23, and we know Uncle Demi has played the game early. He's one of the few people who has played it. I don't know if this is before or after the 2K community thing, because it was yesterday. It was uploaded yesterday, but I don't know how early. But I think it was before. But as I know, he did definitely play the game before that. So this guy definitely has some knowledge on 2K23, as I reacted to one of the videos before. So let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's make sure it's not too loud because. And we're not gonna watch the whole thing, and I'm not gonna pause. This is actually one of the few times I'm pausing the video. All right. All right, let's get rid of this guy. Intro.
Type John Morant type build for you, and then I'm.
What the? All right, so
23,
John Morant type
right
build.
All right, we're gonna go point guard with this. Doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, of course. And the way we're gonna do this is this. All right, we're gonna go 6'3". Now this is the slashing John Morant build, by the way. We're gonna go 6'3" with this. We'll stay 6'3". All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and go up to 200 pounds. Okay,
200 pounds.
And then we're gonna get our wingspan to 6.
I guess strength does matter this year, so you definitely, I feel like he's gonna try to upgrade his strength.
Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to have that 60 strength threshold, right? For obvious reasons, right? You want to make sure we can still get bully on this slashing build, right? So you can see what we're trying to do here. You want to still have the strength because, again, bully is associated with the strength, right? And if you don't have the strength and you can't get bully, how much of a slasher are you really going to be as a slashing type guard? So, like,
but you're 6'3" at the end of the day, so you're not gonna really be posting ups. I thought bully was like a badge you post up with. You're not doing that at 6'3", unless it's like you're driving to the paint and you get that bump animation and it knocks him back and then you could go up. Then that's different. I could see why, but I gotta see how bully works. But he obviously knows something about bully, so I'm gonna say, go off. Get the bully badge. Go crazy.
You know, we're in 2K20, we had that BP build, the Hall of Fame finishing, Hall of Fame shooting. This is kind of that feel that you want to get out of this build. Be able to finish at the rack and still be able to shoot at a very high rate. This build is actually, to me, I think is going to be the most popular build in 23 because a lot of people want to take advantage of slashing, okay? So just pay attention. Body type, obviously that doesn't matter, okay? So now let's get into the nitty gritty. So there's a couple things here that we need to make sure we get out.
Now he makes a slashing build in like a play shot build. So I'm just gonna skip a little forward till he gets his attributes. Okay, he got 92 drop.
In the grand scheme of things, remember there's a lot of badges here.
That's what I want my point guard build, 90 layup.
That you want to make sure you get. And one of them is Aerial Wizard, right? So Aerial Wizard is going to be pretty dope because it's going to help you make contact, not only get putback dunks, but also alley-oops, right? So you want to make sure you have the Aerial Wizard. So again, that's going to be very important. That's a new badge. So that's the reason why we're going there, okay? On the shooting side, we'll go 79 on the mid-range. Again, I don't really put that much emphasis on mid-range. And I want to go ahead and say this again.
I wouldn't either.
When I make these builds, I don't cookie.
I would also just try to get that 80. Just
cut or nobody. So what I'm telling you is what the information I know and I have, I give it to you. You digest it. You break it down yourself. And then you make whatever you make. The thing that I really want to try to do here is make sure that a lot of you are going to get a certain amount of money from mom and dad. When you make this build when the game comes out and you make that one build, I want you to recollect what I'm telling you now, and then you do whatever you want. But I don't want, remember, once you make a build and you go out to the park, you paid 80, you pay your $100, you're 85 overall, and you play like 10 or 12 park games and you realize that build is trash, guess what?
Damn.
You can't go back to mom and dad and get more money. Now you stuck, all right? So.
And people have been saying that this builder is probably the most complicated we had on next gen yet. And people are saying that like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I would rather have a complex MyPLAYER builder so we can have more iconic builds. You understand what I'm saying? It makes sense. So if the builder is more complicated, it's not a bad thing. You're just gonna have to spend more time on it to understand it. That's why we need a demo. And on September 6th, we're gonna get a whole bunch of these new like MyPLAYER builder news, which I will make another video about. But yeah, everybody went to the event. They're gonna have all these news to drop. It's gonna be a lot of news. They probably said, yo, you can't drop your news until September 6th, which is when more MyPLAYER or gameplay news comes out. You know what I'm saying? But everybody gotta keep their their videos on unlisted until September 6th at midnight, I think. That's when everything's gonna drop. That's probably the little waiver they signed.
So just listen to what I'm saying. I'm not telling you this is how you need to make it. I'm just giving you information so you can use to make the build the proper way, okay? A 3-point shot, we're going 89. Now, the big ones here for 3-point shot is, again, Agent 3 is...
I like that, because then you have a 92 drive and dunk and you have a 89 3, so you're the best of both worlds. But this build's gonna lack in something. If you can get contact dunks, elite contact dunks at that, and then you could shoot, it's gonna lack.
It's gonna be
in
OP, and hands down, man down is OP. So if for defense is going to be really different, right? So again, like, you know, defense is going to be really OP, but again, that like the automatic hands up is no longer in the game. So like hands down, man down is going to be really important, because if you're able to get to a point where the dude's right in front of you and his hands ain't up, guess what? It's going in. So remember when you had the mismatch expert, right? As a shooting badge, and you know, like, I feel like the hands down, man's down is kind of like that aspect. No, you don't need to have a mismatch, but again, it's almost like hands down, man's down is like,
So not too much of the slasher build I want to look at. Let's just see what's like. Let's see what he does. Let's just skip to the end product, because I don't want to be here forever. I'm not gonna lie. So, okay, yeah. All right. So he went to a 70 passing accuracy because you don't need a 85 passing accuracy anymore to get gold bullet passer. There's not even a badge for it, actually. I think the passing accuracy strength is all relative to your the stats. So him having a 70 passing accuracy is just an embodiment of that. But I don't know. A 70 passing accuracy could be basura in the game, in the actual game. Because you got to remember the speed of if you're a point guard, bro, you're going to want to pass fast. You know, you're a floor general. So you want to have a relatively high passing accuracy. I ain't going to lie. 70 might not cut it. I'm just being honest with y'all. A 70 might not cut it. You might be getting that joint stolen a lot. And at that point, there's no way to fix your passing accuracy. So a passing accuracy is probably like the most important stat, because there's no badge to fix it. And, you know, it could be annoying because you're the point guard. You're going to have the ball in here. So I wouldn't go with 70. I'd probably still try to get that 80. I'm not going to cap. But the ball handle, he got that.
It's that type of deal. 85 and above is going to give you those tier dribbles that you want.
I had to go get some water. That's one of the things.
Anyway, all right. So, again, if you were cool with the dribble packages you had now, then when 23 comes out, you're still going to have those. Now you do have a higher tier of 92, but again, the 85 dribble moves are still going to be open.
Oh yeah, you do want the 92
and good enough because of the badges that you have. Okay, then we want to go speed with ball.
Max
we want to go 88.
Max
now we all know that.
See, that's the most important. Speed with ball is the most important, as well as acceleration. Now, your speed is just your top speed, which you go. Your acceleration is how fast you can get to your top speed. So his speed is 78. A 63 will be bad as acceleration, because it will take him all day to get to that top speed. And his top speed is not nothing special. So yeah, your acceleration matters as much as your speed. And your speed with the ball, it matters as well, because that's how fast you're going to be with your speed. You know, your speed is just how fast you are without the ball. I think with or without the ball. And speed with ball is, you know, how fast you are with the speed. So both of these actually go into your top speed, right? So your speed is without the ball, your speed with the ball, right? Acceleration, how fast you can get to both of these speeds. So yeah, then you definitely want to have this maxed out.
That there's a new badge, when it's not even a new badge, I just spoke about it, which is Mismatch Expert. Now, Mismatch Expert, we spoke about that in my previous video, is very OP, man, because, and I know I'm saying OP on certain things because, yes, these badges are really, really good. Mismatch Expert is dope. Now, even though I see this build can ISO, if you do get the mismatch, you will stun and you will break and you go to the basket. So I still recommend getting Mismatch Expert. So you want to make sure you can at least get that on gold, right? So just to recap, make sure you can get Mismatch Expert on gold. Make sure you get hands down, man down on gold.
Oh yeah, Mismatch Expert,
and
definitely both of those badges on gold. And Agent 3, definitely silver or gold.
Now we do have limitless range. And limitless range is back. It's the old limitless range badge, meaning like, you know, you shoot from limitless, you get it. Yes, that's another badge you want to get also, at least on gold. I'm not shooting to try to get Hall of Fame badges on a slashing build. All right, shooting badges, right? We'll leave that for the place.
But you can though, you can. But that's the thing.
This is what I'm rocking with here. Now, this is another big shift. You got to get defense.
But I don't know if it's gonna be like that for 2K23. But you can get, you know, a few shooting badges for your slashing build. So I would say get as many as you can. Be overpowered. Fuck it.
Get that defense to where you can at least get gold clamps. So that's why you want to go 85. And then make sure you go 86 on your steal to get gold, pickpocket, and pick dodger, and whatever. So you only have 17 here, but you want to make sure you get this. All that stuff from last year of not having no perimeter defense and thinking that you're going to be able to guard somebody is not going to happen. You're going to get blown by. You're going to get broken. It's just very, very demoralizing and a hopeless type feeling when you're on a player that has no defense and you're on the island or you're in a pick and roll situation. It's guaranteed buckets, okay? And it should be like that, right? I think we all can agree. A lot of people in 22 had absolutely no defense, perimeter defense at all, but they were still able to stay in front of a really high premier guard, right? That had like these shooting and playmaking attributes. That
the people who didn't really have a high perimeter defense, they wasn't really playing defense like that. They were just sitting corner while you lock guard, you the guard, and all that. I didn't have the luxury of doing that, like I said, so I feel like I'm more of like I don't know, just because I had to go through that, it toughened me up. So now I'm like, I'm already used to it. A lot of these people they're gonna have to play some defense this year, bro. They're gonna have to, unless they could just do it like before, just sit in the corner and let the lock play defense, bro. And at that point, there's no really any reason to just upgrade perimeter defense. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all playing park like a stage is crazy boring, but y'all can do what y'all want just to win games. All right? Hey.
That's fake. That shouldn't happen. So now this year is not happening. So there should be absolutely no reason you make a build that does not at least give you the 85 perimeter defense and also your 85 lateral quickness. Because remember, lateral quickness is in that together. And an 86 still to get the gold pickpocket. Or I'm sorry, not pickpocket. It's called gold glove now. So it's glove, okay? So keep that in mind. It's not pickpocket. It's called glove. 85 speed. Remember, speed here is just all about holding R2, run up and down the court. You don't need to worry about that. And then, of course, you want to get your acceleration up to 87. Again, get your strength to 60. That's that threshold for 60 for bully. Then you want to go 80 on your vert. And, of course, that leftover remaining for your 90 stamina. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at.
All right, so this is the slasher build. You can see it looks pretty good, actually. I'm not going to lie. The slashing build, he could dunk. He could definitely shoot. You know, I don't know about the passing accuracy, but, you know, he can dribble. And he could play some tight defense, you know, for a 6'3", he could play some good defense. He's pretty fast. I would say the speed, you know, the speed's all right. I would try to definitely get that to the max. I ain't gonna lie, that's just me though. He got the 80 vert, so he can get that contact dunks. Stamina's 90. You know, it's not bad. I would just probably put the free throw down just so I could get like a tick more on my speed. We'll see. But definitely a good build. But I want to see the play shot build now. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see the play shot build. There's no way he's going 5'11". Damn.
Get the long athletic athlete layup package or some of that nature. Like I said, I love Devin Booker.
I ain't gonna lie. This ain't the option for me. I can't cap. This ain't an option. This ain't an option for me. 5'11" is not an option. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good layup package
too. So you want to look at that. And again, a lot of the layups.
Nor is it an option for like half the people that's watching this video. I ain't gonna lie, that's not an option. But let's see how he builds it.
You're gonna make sure you want to get the miss.
84 driving dunk. You see, I don't think they're gonna allow you to do that for the MyPLAYER builder. Of course he played it, but I don't know. I would rather have a high layup than a high driving dunk at that height, because you wouldn't be able to get any contact dunks anyway. I mean, he has it to like whenever he drives, he'll get that dunk animation, but if somebody's in the paint with him in contest, he's going to miss it. So I'd rather have that little finesse layup game to like, you know, just be more reassuring, because the dunking is not going to do any justice at 5'11". So I'd rather have that high. I'd rather have the like a 70 driving dunk and like a 90 driving layup, if that makes any sense, because we already know layups are going to be overpowered this year as well if you put the layup timing on. So there's that. I could see him having a high, you know, I see him having a high 3 in mid-range. That does make sense because shooting is going to be hard, so you definitely want to have high shooting stats. The ball handle 92, so you can unlock the elite dribble moves. Passing accuracy high, definitely 86. Yep, I love to see it. Speed with ball 96. Definitely want to have some speed. Defense.
Max expert badge on Hall of Fame with this one. You want?
He also has to upgrade the defense and acceleration.
They got this one on Hall of Fame. Okay,
he's already at the 91 overall, but it's probably not gonna be the same when the game comes out. We'll have to see.
The other build, the Ja Morant slashing build, you can get that on gold. And then of course you still want to make sure you get Clamp Breaker. You want to make sure you have that. And also, like I want to speak on again, was killer combos. You want to make sure you get that on Hall of Fame. So killer combos is basically going to be a combination of quick chain and tight handles together. Okay, so you want to have that. And I also want to go a step further and say ankle breakers are actually relevant again in 23. In 22, they weren't. So just imagine killer combos and ankle breaker and mismatch expert all together. You can see how it's still going to balance out. Is lockdowns OP? Yes, but these badges, ankle breaker, again, I'll say it, ankle breaker, killer combos, mismatch expert, that trio, all these smaller play shot guards are going to want to have, all right? You want to have that because you're still going to be very, very, very nasty with those type of badges, okay? And then again, like I already spoke on, get that 85 perimeter defense, which is also attached to your lateral quickness. You want to make sure you get those gold clamps. And then you also want to get that 86 steal to make sure you can go ahead again, get this, be able to get those steals. That's very, very, very important with the glove. And also, even though you're shorter, and again, I should have spoke on this earlier, Challenger is a really good badge on defense. Now, we talked about that on my lockdown video. So again, all these videos you're...
Okay, I like it. I really like this build, but I'm not going 5'11". That's just not an option. Like I said, he definitely got the 85 perimeter defense, 86 steal. These stats are amazing on like if you can get these stats on a 6'4", that would be the build you could definitely make on 2K23. But 5'11" is I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That's a crazy height. Let's see what he does with the physicals. I'm pretty sure he can max them all out. Yeah, that's good enough. I wouldn't say that. Acceleration 96. I would still. I'm glad he knows that acceleration is more important than speed, but definitely I like the build. But like I said, I wouldn't go so high on the driving dunk just because you know you're not going to be able to really do anything with that. And you have a 67 vertical, you know,
stamina
to put that stamina to a 90. I like the build. Not going to lie, I like the build. But 5'11" is kind of crazy. And also, I would definitely put the layup more. But that's just me though. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What point guard build are you going with? How are y'all gonna do the stats any different? Definitely, I would say the slasher build is definitely better than this build. You know, just because it's more versatile, I feel like, and it's a taller height, so it could definitely do more things on the court. But with the slashing build you've seen, it wasn't really good as passing as this build is. But yeah, so definitely I would say the slasher build is the better build between these two. They're both good builds, but let me know what y'all like. I ain't gonna lie, he said he did play the game early, so this is something like to go off of. I don't know if 5'11" is going to be a thing, but I hope it's not. Either way, if it is, I'm gonna be making a 5'11". It's just too one-dimensional. What can this build? Dribble, shoot. Even though it has that 85 perimeter defense, he's still 5'11" at the end of the day. So even if I make a 6'4", I'm still taking his ass to the paint. I'm not gonna lie to ya. But anyway, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and until my next video, which will be today. Probably gonna upload like 3 videos or so. We gotta see. I'm out. Peace. Yeah.